Alright guys, we want to get started. Shh. Everyone that I give a shit about is over, so we'll get started. Stop that. I'm not drunk anymore. Well, alright guys. My name is Evan Sanford. Thank you all very much. And for those of you that are wondering, no. I'm not Post Malone's fat brother. I'm just Evan Sanford. And how's everybody doing here in the beautiful city of Florence, Italy? To the beautiful city. And the wonderful Red Garter Florence. Shout out to them. It's not the original place, the original venue I tried to get. I originally wanted to do the set in the Palazzo Strozzi, but apparently Maria Abramovich is a bigger name than Evan. That homeless-looking tour guide who runs beer pong. Apparently I didn't carry enough weight. Now I know you guys, I know most of you are either study abroad students or work with study abroad students. There you go. And one of the things I truly love here is the Italians that advertise to the American students. There's actually a restaurant or something here on this street down the road to the left if you go out. And they're doing a reconstruction or changing it to something else. And outside it just says, coming soon. They don't tell us what's coming soon. They just know that when you open a business, on the outside you're supposed to say, coming soon. I don't know what's going to be coming inside. You guys know there's a lot of clubs here in this town that they cater to the American students. That's right. They cater to them, and there was one recently that had a sale. They had a big old deal for their night of promotion. And they put up on their advertisement, tonight, sale only, 50% off everything, and then in big bold letters, including drinks and table service. And I'm like, what the fuck else do you guys sell? Huh? Can I get 50% off rapey vibes? Maybe? Perhaps 50% off completely soaking wet bathroom floors? Yeah? No? Alright, cool. Right. But it works. You know, it works. The American students, they love the advertising. They love the tour stuff. I'll give you an example. Young lady. What's the one thing that girls always complain about? I don't have enough clothes. That's one of them. But no, that's not the one I want. So, no. Girls always complain about being cold. Constantly. Whether it's on the bus, in the hostel, in the hotel, in my bed, whatever it is, they're always complaining about being cold. But then, as soon as they see a post on Instagram about an ice bar, that's the number one thing that's in here. I'm going to Barcelona this weekend. I'm like, oh, Barcelona, that's a cool ass town. You ever see some like Gaudi's buildings? And I'm like, nah. I'm going to go to the ice bar. Alright, I guess. I mean, you're gonna go to the place that's literally just known for being cold, the thing you hate. And it's completely a tourist trap. It's not something locals do. You never go to the ice bar, walk in, and throw on that provided for winter poncho bullshit that they have, and go to chat up a person in the bar, and then say, hey buddy, where are you from? He's like, actually, I'm from here. No, that never happens. You never meet a local in the ice bar. Because a lot of times, it's in places like Rome, Barcelona. They don't even get ice there. They don't know what that is. It's not a thing, okay? You're not at home, back home in America, thinking, I want to go to the local bar tonight. Let's see if we can drink in the walk-in freezer. It's not a thing. You don't do that. So I've got an idea in the works for to see if the law of opposites works. Okay? So it's for guys. And what do guys hate? Opposite of girls. We hate being hot. Okay? So my idea is called a hot box. Okay? It's a bar. It's like an oven. Okay? Just hot. And when you come in, instead of getting one of those like winter ponchos that everyone else has used, you get a nice used banana hammock. Okay? Beer served warm and overpriced. I'm excited. I think he's got a real shot. I'd like to see where it goes. And yeah, really hopeful for it. So, I don't know if you can tell from my accent, but I'm American. Yeah, that's right. I come from America. And thank you. I don't know what she said. Okay. It's it's the number one country. We've got the most diet food products. Okay, the most in the world. Here we got Coca-Cola Light, and that's what Americans call Diet Coke. Okay, locals are starting to drink it, it's starting to pick up. But originally, the reason why the local Coca-Cola companies around the world started producing it was for the American tourists. Okay, we have all sorts of like diet stuff. It just doesn't happen in other parts of the world. Okay, how are we so fucked? Okay, the Italians are not drinking skim milk. Okay, they're not eating low-fat mozzarella. Okay, that doesn't happen. They don't make diet beer in Germany. And they don't make light beer in Germany. I know some of you are saying out there, Evan, I love my Bud Light, the Coors Light. That's right, see? Boom, right there. That's just not diet. The hell it's not, you motherfucker. That's diet beer, because it tastes like shit. It tastes like water. Because it's diet. It doesn't have delicious, delicious calories in it. And for those of you that say no, follow me on this one. Okay? When you go into the grocery store and you're in the dairy aisle, you go and you see that sweet Philadelphia cream cheese. And right next to it, what do they got? Philly Light. And what do you think to yourself? Should I get the diet cream cheese? And you look down at yourself. Ugh. Oh, fuck it, I want the good shit. I remember that real stuff. And then you say to yourself, I'll go for a walk. I'm gonna burn off and earn that real cream cheese. Oh, fucking shit. We all know you're not gonna go for that walk. Walk your ass to the fucking refrigerator, get that real deal Holyfield cream cheese, baby. So yeah, there it is. Boom. Light beer is diet beer. Fuck off. Speaking of delicious, full-calorie beer. But we live in the modern age now. All those crazy diet trends are starting to fall out. We've got, what do we have? Kale, and kombucha? Yeah, whatever the fuck that is. And keto or keto coffee? Keto. See, thank you. Yeah, you know. Keto coffee and keto fucking green tea. Yeah, all the shit they're talking about. And so we're all on our healthful journeys, and I've been on my own healthful journey. I've been eating better, doing well, doing a little more exercise, eating more veggies, and I'm finally at that place where I start to feel really good about myself. I'm starting to feel a lot healthier and really good. I don't know what you want to fuck, nigga. This is healthy, Evan? And the answer is, yeah, motherfuckers. I know what you're all thinking. Evan, we know how we met you, right here in the Red Garter. You were in a mountain of pulled pork cheese fries. That's exactly what it sounds like. And for all you other fellow fatties at heart, no. It's not on the menu. They made it special for you. So fuck off. Okay? So yeah, like I said, I'm on my own journey and I'm in a good place. I'm not healthy. I'm not trying to say that, okay? I still eat pulled pork cheese fries. I'm not a starving monk. But, you know, it's a slow process. It's a process that began about 3 years ago. And it's just about, it's about changing your life. It's about, what do they say? It's changing the lifestyle. You know, it's a lifestyle change. What that means is it's a very, very slow process. Okay? It started 3 years ago. And when it's a very, very slow process, the people that you see day to day in your lives, they don't really notice it that much, okay? They don't notice that you're changing because they see you every day or every 2 weeks, blah, blah, blah. I know what some of you are thinking. Well, then what the fuck is the point? People aren't noticing you crazy for losing weight. What the fuck am I doing? And the answer is right around the corner. The answer is Christmas. Okay? I'm going back to California for the first time in 2 years, okay? Got a lot of girlfriends, ex-girlfriends I'm trying to see, a lot of friends from high school. I haven't fit into these pants since my junior year. Alright? So, yeah. My expectations are pretty high. I'm expecting a decent amount of praise. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited. I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie, if Christmas doesn't go bad, this might be my last comedy special. But I love traveling, as all of you know. It's a big part of my life. And I remember the first time I was in Bangkok, Thailand, a couple of years ago. That's right. Cat's going to spring. F&A right to her. And I remember the first time I was there. First full day in Thailand, Bangkok. Went to a big, beautiful temple called Wat Pho on the river next to the Grand Palace. And I go to the restroom. So I went to the restroom. And next to the toilet, they had a little sign, like, you know how the no smoking signs, like the white circle with the red and the X, like, don't do that. And there was a stick figure standing on top of the toilet. That's fucking weird. And then it jogged a memory that I had from here in Florence. And the thing is in other parts of the world, especially Asia, they have what's like just called like toilets, but they're just holes in the ground. Okay, they're not like seats. They're just holes that you shit into. And Thailand is a little bit on an upper level. Like they're a little bit more on the times as far as like toilets that you actually sit on. And in recent years, they're getting a lot of Chinese tourists coming in into the country, and so they have to make these signs. You don't stand on the shitters. And the reason is because I'll tell you right now. So it's a story that goes. I had a friend who was studying here in Florence a couple of years ago. She's studying at the University of Florence, and she had a roommate who was from China. She lived in the dorms. She was a Chinese exchange student. And I'm assuming that this poor girl had to do some sort of test to get into the school, but like, she could not really communicate in Italian or in Spanish. So she had a rough go. And I felt bad for this girl. And so she moved in with my friend, and the first couple weeks are going by, and every once in a while my friend is noticing that there's, I don't know how to say it politely, there's a skid mark on the back of the toilet, a little poo stain. And she didn't know what happened. And she could barely like talk to this girl and ask this girl like, let's go get food, you know? So she didn't know how to broach the subject of why the fuck is there shit on our toilet. So a couple weeks go by, and it comes to a rainy day. It's raining in Florence, raining everywhere. My friend comes back to her dorm room, goes to the bathroom, and she sees the footprints on the front of the toilet. And then she understands what's happening is that this poor girl is getting up on the toilet seat and then crouching down to shit. Okay? But the problem is that our toilets aren't designed like that. Okay? So the holes, like her shit, her butthole, it doesn't fucking line up with the toilet hole. Okay? So the poop is hitting the bag. And that's how we do instruction how to use toilets in the Western world. Okay? But another story about signs and a little bit of blatant narcissism. Yeah, so it's the same thing. The signs that don't do this, stick figures. It's my first time in Europe. Okay, traveling with my buddies. We're going north to south, and we're in Zurich, Switzerland. I don't know how many of you guys know the Swiss, but they're very not Italian. They do things by the books. There's no cheating, there's no lying. You gotta do shit the right way. And me and my buddies are staying in a hostel. It's not in the city center. It's a ways way out. So we have to take the tram into the city center, and we get on the tram. We got on the tram the night before. We were tired. We don't remember the tram ride, blah, blah, blah. So the next morning, we're fresh, heading to the center to check out Zurich, Switzerland. And they got these 3 things do not do on the tram. And they get progressively weirder. The first one is a stick figure with roller blades on, and his feet up on the benches. Don't do that. Me and my friends figure it's kind of a 2-for-1. Like, don't put your feet on the benches, which is normal. It's a normal thing. The second thing is no rollerblades on the tram, which just terrifies me. Because I've never rode rollerblades on a tram. I eat shit every time that thing stops. So, that was weird. A little weird. Here's the second one. The second do not do on the tram systems in Zurich is a stick figure hunched over with a saw in his hand, sawing through the bench. I'll give you that. The benches were made of wood, okay? And then me and my friends were thinking, is that such a problem? Is it so common that people come in and just saw off pieces of the bench and take them fucking with them? That they had to make a sign that is in all of the trams in Zurich, Switzerland. Don't come in and saw off the benches. I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're stealing them for. I'm assuming it's, I don't know what they're I don't know, birdhouses and fires. I don't know what the Swissies do. So that was kind of weird. Then we come to the third one, which made me feel real uncomfortable. And that's because it was a stereotypical picture of a Mexican. From like anywhere from the 1900s to 1960. It was a stick figure with a sombrero on his head, a fucking mustache, wearing a goddamn poncho, holding a guitar. And I looked at it like, I looked at my friends and, do I have to get off the tram now? Like, are Mexicans not allowed on the trams in Zurich? Is that a thing here? It's like, don't steal our wood and no fucking beaners. That's the rules on the tram. So I fucking got off at the next stop. Walked 19 blocks from your friends. I'm not getting a fucking 200 franc ticket from some racist ass Swiss policeman. Fuck that shit. I know a lot of you guys are originally from America. Yeah. I don't know if you guys keep up with the news. I 100% understand if you wouldn't want to, because it's fucking horrible. I don't know if you guys saw a couple weeks before the midterms, Trump was having a rally. He was talking about how you need an ID picture to buy groceries. Because that motherfucker has totally bought groceries in his life. Yeah, you know, ID picture to buy groceries. And what he was alluding to was needing an ID photo to vote and voter suppression and stuff like that. But I found it hilarious because you could see all of his hillbilly supporters just eating that shit up. And it's hilarious because they are supposed to hate government regulation and what they perceive as intrusion into their lives. And so he says, you need a photo ID to buy groceries. And they're like, yeah! That's right! You need a photo ID to buy groceries, son! Really, Cletus? You want to have to use an ID to buy groceries? What about last week? Drove the town next over, 2 a.m. Bought a bunch of cucumbers and lube. You really want to show that guy a picture ID? Your address? Know who you are? Or would you rather just slip that guy a $10 bill and say, keep the change, buddy? The wink is important on that. You gotta wink with it. But yeah, a lot of people say a lot of dumb things. Dumb thing that I get all the time is, Evan, you're a really smart guy. The answer is absolutely not. I read a lot, like a lot. Like when most people go home after the bar or the club, they're watching Netflix at 4 in the morning. I'm reading Wikipedia articles and fucking correcting them and shit. Goddamn nerd. But for someone who reads all the time, I spell like a slow 4-year-old. Okay? I forget how to spell the word of. That's not a fucking joke. That's real. Okay? It's 2 fucking letters. I think there are 2 words in the English language that are shorter. Like A and I. Like I am a dumb man. That sentence. 2 of them right there. Boom. Okay? So I'm writing. Come to of. Fuck. Come on. Sound it out. Sound it out. Oh. Yeah. V-E? No, motherfucker. God damn it. That's not right. Is it? I made a delicious meal for myself the other day, homemade from scratch. Put it all up on the Instagram story because that's how I think you get a gig at the Food Network. And a friend writes back to me and she says, "Evan, that looks fucking delicious. Amazing, well done." And I write back to her, "Yeah, but now I'm in a food coma." Or should I say, coma. Because I spelled it like comb, like for your fucking hair, with an A at the end. And when I was writing the message, in my head I said comba. That's alright, be silent. Dating's great now when you're older. It's fucking terrifying when you're younger. Because I remember, I grew up in a poor neighborhood. And in the poor neighborhoods, fashion trends and technology, they tend to make their way there a little bit slower in the ghetto. So I remember being 13 and wanting to call a girl, but I had to use the house phone, okay, not a cell phone. My parents had cell phones, and everyone on my block would ask for our parents for a cell phone. "Hey, can I have your cell phone like everyone else in school?" They're like, "Yeah." Well, "Oh, cool, amazing. Like, what do you think we could go sort that out?" And they're like, "You could go sort that shit out whenever you have the money, motherfucker." Yes, my dad called me motherfucker as a kid. I thought it was hilarious. Everyone else thought it was child abuse. I was like, "Alright, cool, I'll fuck off." He's like, "Yeah, motherfucker, I got bills to pay." I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not a fucking cell phone." So, you want to call a girl? You gotta call their fucking house phone. Do you know how terrifying it is to be 13, call house, and her dad answers? "This is Barry Jensen." Fucking click. Dad, Jesus Christ. The house is empty. You're fucking freaking out. Your brother's like the only one in the room. You're looking around. "You think he knew it was me?" He's like, "Yeah, probably, motherfucker." Fuck. Is he gonna come over here and kick my ass? Some of you might be thinking, "Evan, why would he kick your ass?" See, a friend of mine here in town has been going around and asking guys and girls the same question. And that question is in verse for like the guys and the girls. No, it is. It's her. And the question is hypothetical, you know, to the guys. So it's, what's the first thing you would think of your girlfriend or your daughter's boyfriend? Like, she introduced you, "This is my boyfriend." And all the guys say the exact same thing. All of us would all say, "Oh, so this is the guy having sex with my daughter. This is the guy banging my sweet baby girl." And all the girls have said the opposite. Said, "No, I wouldn't think that about my son. Like if my son introduced me to his girlfriend, I wouldn't be like, oh, this is the girl having sex with my son." And to all you girls, all I have to say is, it will be. Because it sure as shit was going through my mom's head every time I introduced the girls growing up. She did not hide the fact that she hated all of my girlfriends. I introduced them, and then she would just stand there. That's when you knew Martha was a man. She had fucking mean duck lips. Now she wouldn't say that, but she went under her breath when she walked away. Which in Spanish means bitch.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. And so, I remember it was my 18th birthday, okay? 18th birthday. And I remember because in California, the age of consent is 18. Okay? I was a senior.
Here we go.
But my girlfriend, she was a junior. Okay? My mom in the house. And I go through the living room to get a glass of water. And my mom says, "Hey, you better not stop fucking that girlfriend of yours. Because you're 18 now, and you'll go to jail." She fucking smiled after she said that. Yeah, that's a fucking real story too. That's not a joke, I didn't write that. She fucking smiled. The thought of me not fucking my girlfriend because it was illegal now brought a smile to her face. It obviously did not work though. Okay? That was not the worst interaction between me and that girlfriend and parents. A couple months before, I kind of got the traditional invite, I hadn't met her dad. Hey, here, Tracy. And the family wanted to meet me. Big family dinner. Mom, dad, fucking 2 older brothers, and an older sister. It's literally a fucking nightmare with a teenage boy. Okay? So I'm like, great! Can't fucking wait. Let me preface this also with that she was the baby of the family, and until she met me, pretty much a goody two-shoe. After she met me, started drinking. So, didn't have the best impression of me. So, here we go. Dinner time. Go over to eat at her house. It's weird, because a really quick piece of information the family divulged to me was that one of her brothers, who was like 2 years older than me, he's like 19, I'm 17 at the time. He's on a pretty strict probation, okay? He got arrested for a felony. And we're in the ghetto where I come from. It's like, college really isn't the number one thing people think of, okay? Jobs. And so because he was on the strict probation, had this felony, he still looked like he was about that thug life. Like, the job prospects didn't look great for him, okay? So not a great outlook for this young man. And we get to talking, and her dad asks me what my dad does. My dad is in law enforcement. Okay? My uncle is a detective. My other cousin is also a detective. Basically, my whole dad's side is just law enforcement. So I'm like, my dad works for the Kern County Sheriff Department, sir. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Talk about my mom a bit. They asked me, what's your last name? I'm like, oh, it's Sanford, sir. What's that? Sign. It's never good. It's not a good sign when they do that. No, not good. What's your dad's name? Oh, my dad? He's Harlan Sanford. And then the dad looks at his son. And he says, "Is that the guy that arrested you? Told us all that shit you did in court?" And her brother is sitting at the table, hands crossed, just looking at me with a fury. And he says, "Yeah." This was already the most uncomfortable dinner of my life. And I just found out that my dad arrested her brother. It doesn't get worse than that, okay? I blacked out. I don't know what happened. That's not a joke. You ever seen the movies where someone gets the fucking worst news of their life and the sound just cuts out and it's just that camera view from here to their face and the world's going by and they don't know what the fuck's happening? Yeah, that was fucking me. I don't know what fucking happened. I know we got the fuck out of there real quick. It was a real quick send-off. Immediately went to go get fucking booze at 17. We're drinking. And she's like, it's bang. Now I'm looking around. Nah. She's like, do you know what it's like to be a 17-year-old dude and say no to having sex? Let me put it to you like this way. I almost died the first time I got a BJ. I was driving down the freeway at 16 years old, going 80 miles an hour, 140 kilometers, whatever for you Europeans. And I was driving 80 when she started, and I did not do the smart thing to pull over the side of the road. Okay? But I 100% stopped paying attention to the road. Going in between fucking lanes. Hit the fucking road. I almost died, okay?
Wrong road ahead.
So, I said no to this girl having sex. She was taken aback by it. You always want to have sex. But at that moment, I was 100% convinced that her brothers and her dad were out there somewhere watching us. That they wanted to take their revenge on me and my family. I was convinced. Eventually, she got me drunk. And I conceded. But it was scary as fuck. She's like, you want me to get on top? I'm like, no! I'm invulnerable. And I won't be able to see him coming. Thank you. The times are changing. I'm getting older. I'm starting to feel a bit like Dracula. Yeah, Dracula. The vampire, you know, that guy has to find the young, beautiful girls and suck all that sweet, sweet life out of them. Yeah. I'm starting to identify with that guy. It's not a good thing. Because, you know, I was a tour guide in Florence, and when you're a tour guide in Florence, you hook up with a lot of 18 to 22-year-olds. It's true. It's just, that goes with the occupation. And we hang out with them all the time. You feel young again. You feel like you're still in college, stuff like that. You feel good until it comes to the drink.
Just watch me die.
I love when a 24-year-old co-worker of mine will come up to me, like, let's say Gavin. Oh, I'm starting to get hangovers. I can't drink like I used to. Motherfucker, you starting to get hangovers? So what's that mean? Like, it's hard to get out of bed before noon or one? Bitch, wait till you're calling into work on your second day of hangover. You can't get out of bed, and Sunday wasn't enough. But it's true. Oh shit, it's true. Started to realize that drinking for me is it's kind of like a hand grenade. The first moment that I take a sweet, sweet sip of alcohol, it's like pulling a pin. The countdown has begun. Now, what does that mean? It means normally we've got about 4 good hours. 4 good hours before shit hits the fan. And when you're trying to get late at night, basically you're doing like algebra in your head. You're trying to figure out when to pull that pin. Because you want your moment of, alright, I'm drunk enough, I need to go home and go to bed, to sync up with her moment of, alright, I'm drunk, I want to go home and go to bed. Looking for that perfect apex, that algebra. The problem is that that's not an exact science. Secondly, we're dealing with averages, and outliers occur. Okay? The best nights of your life and the worst nights of your life are generally going to be outlier nights. Okay? Best nights are when you and your girl are both outlying at the same time. You're drinking, you're having a good time, you're staying out longer than you normally would, you're fucking meeting crazy people, doing crazy shit. It's fucking amazing. Everything's going crazy until you get home and go to town on each other as the sun rises. It's a fucking great night out. Okay? Cat, you done with that fucking margarita? The bad nights usually go like this. You are feeling great. You're at the height of your buzz, okay? 3-4 drinks in, you are fucking feeling it, okay? Your song is coming on, you're feeling good. And then you look at your girl on the dance floor, and she's fucking shit-faced. Okay? She burps, she sharts, maybe she pukes a little. You gotta get her the fuck out of the establishment real quick, okay? And then you're literally carrying her home, and she's just ripping into you with the most black-outedly poignant, mentally disturbing things that are just destroying you on the inside.
About when you're going home with the girl.
But you don't want to give her the satisfaction to let her know she's fucking killing you. So as you're carrying her, you're just like, yeah. At least I didn't shit TGI Fridays. I hate couples. I mean, I love couples, but I hate them. Basically, it just depends on the amount of loneliness I'm feeling at any given time. Or the amount of Instagram posts they're into their relationship. Okay? That first post, I'm genuinely happy for my friend. I'm happy my weirdo friend found someone who likes them too. Yeah. Genuinely happy for them, you know? And at that point, it's like official, you know? It's kind of a rule that if you're really that person's friend, you have to like that photo. Like, everyone likes that first photo. Like, none of their couple photos are going to get more likes than that photo, unless they're like doing it on a fucking elephant that's riding a rainbow. Like, other than that, they're never going to top that first fucking picture post as a couple. And it's like an old school town crier, you know? With a bell. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. Let it be known that these two are now fucking exclusively. Ye all heard the rumors, but it's fucking true. They are no longer single. Hear ye, hear ye, hear ye. And you are. You're legitimately happy for your friends. Until like post number, I don't know, like 2 at that point. You're like, fuck! Stop shoving it down my throat. I get it. Everyone else is happy but me.
It's gotta be 3.
That's what I was trying to. Yeah, push me up. Grazie, amore. So like I said, I used to be a tour guide here in Florence, and used to manage a lot of sales teams. Okay, but when I started putting together a team, I realized it was good to get a different mix of people. You know, you want a different combination. You want to get the jocks and the nerds and the fucking club rats. And the normies. Normies, that's what I call normal people. Some of you are like saying, hey, you're pretty normal.
Club rat.
I most definitely not. I I have known from a very young age that I was not normal. Because my mom, she constantly told me that my dad was an alien. Which I thought was really weird.
Did he say his mom?
Because she was the Mexican one. But she didn't mean it like that. She meant that my father was so weird and so different that he was from another planet. Okay? That affected me. She didn't really realize at the time because I was the firstborn. And parents really love the firstborn. And that's because of pity. Because they know how much they fucked up on you. And it's like, little buddy, we love you so much, but fuck. We're gonna have to make some other ones because we fucked up on you. We were right on the ball. We were winging it, okay? And we're gonna have some others. So they love you. They love you. They love the first one because of that. And they don't think that you're going to remember anything. Like, oh, no, we fucked up on that one. Like, don't worry. He's so fucking young. He's not going to remember. Oh, we remember. That's the problem. So, as a child, always, over and over again, my mom, your dad's an alien, your dad's an alien, your dad's an alien. And she didn't realize that how I took it was, you're half alien, motherfucker. Because I realized a little bit earlier that while I looked white, I was Mexican because my mom was Mexican. And so then, of course, I used that same logic that if my father was an alien, I too was an alien. Okay? But what she meant was, they're just very, very different. Okay? And they proved to me that opposites attract, not because it's complete each other, okay? And that's important when you're building a team, okay? So I always try to get from the different groups, the jocks, the nerds, the normies, the club rats. I always try to get at least one cunt. And one super nice one. One super nice one. They would always become friends, like the cunt and the nice one. They always became friends.
Oh my gosh.
And you needed the cunty one to keep everyone on their toes. Not to get too comfortable. Because if you get too comfortable, then you become a lazy cunt. And after the cunty one would come in and say something shitty and leave the room, the best friend would come in and be like, hey, he didn't mean that, or hey, what he meant to say was this, but it came out shitty because he's a cunt. Because the two complete each other. And you need that in a sales team, because then otherwise, everyone becomes a bunch of lazy cunts. And lazy cunts are the worst people in the world. Speaking of lazy cunts, I'm gonna take a break. So like I said a few times, I am Mexican. I'm a Mexican-American, which means I am not the biggest fan of the president. Not because he hates Mexicans. Because my brain works. Not well. It's not firing at all cylinders, but it's chugging along. It's like the train in Dumbo. I think I can. That's my brain. But yeah, I know a lot of you looking at me saying, this motherfucker looking Mexican. Prove it. What I have to say to that is, I have the fucking birth video. I came out of a Mexican lady. I was cooked in a Mexican oven. I'm pretty sure that makes me Mexican. But yes, my father is white, which means me and my brother are halfies. The funniest part about that is that my brother, who is much taller than me and super dark, doesn't speak a fucking lick of Spanish. I'm the one that fucking speaks Spanish. Do you know what his favorite fucking sport is? Ice hockey. I think maybe the only other whitest fucking sport could be lacrosse. But I don't know. Like, it's a toss-up. They both require sticks and a lack of diversity.
It's true.
In a minute, yeah, I do.
Where did you go, Tom?
So,
Tom?
I went to a bar with some of my white friends a couple of years ago. Great, cool. They go, asshole over here, just still confidential all over himself. I went to a bar with some of my white friends. I just wanted to know, yes, I know I look white as fuck, but I grew up in a Spanish-speaking household in a very Mexican community. And I went to a bar with some of my white friends, and I did not realize that this bar was going to be like a really white people bar. Like I think they're called like honky tonks. Because that's where honkies go to talk. I don't know. And I walked in, and I was immediately uncomfortable. And it's like, I was like, oh shit. I'm the only non-white person in here. And then 2 seconds later, I realized, oh, they all think I'm white. That's fine. I know that because they come in, hey buddy, how you doing? Welcome to the bar. Hope you enjoy yourself. And I felt so uncomfortable, just like on the inside. Like I felt like I had to let them know that I wasn't one of them. Okay? I had, in my soul, I had to say like, no. And so I quickly developed a Mexican accent to my ear. I'm like, yeah, man, we got a real nice place here. Maybe very good place on Vicente Fernandez. It's real good. Mira, you got a Pacifico, okay, Modelo Negro, maybe? And they didn't. They did not have any of those beers. Budweiser and Coors. But you know how I know in my heart that I'm Mexican? It's when I'm traveling. And you see it from people from all cultures. You know, you're all over the world, in Vietnam or India, and you see two people from the same place meet each other, and they're like, oh shit, we're from the same place. Like, let's be friends on the other side of the world. But like, there's a bond that is formed there. And I just don't feel that with the Americans. I'll be at a bar, and I can see the excitement on his face. Like he's like, you're American. Yeah. And like I'm like, cool, bro. But if I hear a Mexican, it's like this. I was in India on a propeller plane, tiny little fucking plane in the middle of fuck nowhere, India. Okay. And there's a million different, there's a shit ton of different languages and cultures in India, within India, okay? And like the lingua franca is technically English, but like no one really fucking speaks it. And so the pilot comes on the intercom, and does like the announcements for takeoff. And I start looking around. I look at my friends and my girlfriend at the time, and I'm like, that motherfucker's Mexican. And they're like, no, he's fucking not, you idiot. We know you love to find Mexicans all over the world, but that was not Mexican. So he comes back on for the landing, because it's a short flight. We're landing in a fucking grass field in India. Yeah, grass field. And he does the announcements again. And I'm fucking convinced this motherfucker's Mexican. He's speaking English like a motherfucking Mexican. And so the stewardess comes by, and I make sure to ask her so that my friends all fucking see. Hey! Where's the pilot from? And she's like, oh, he's from Mexico. I was like, I fucking knew it! I fucking told y'all he was from fucking Mexico. She's like, do you want to say how to do? I was like, yeah! So I went up to the cockpit, I dapped my brother up, what's up, from Mexico City. I was like, what the fuck are you doing here, man? On the other side of the world, the fucking shitty little goddamn propeller plane in India. And he's like, man, we're Mexicans, man, we go all over the world to find work. I was like, fucking true, man. Alright. So, when I'm in a bar, and I hear someone speaking English, with a Mexican accent, I look like a goddamn kid on Christmas. She's fucking shitty grin on my face. Oh, I'm fucking Mexican. Gotta go say hi. What's up, compadre? ¿Qué onda? You know I'm gonna buy you a drink, man. Dap him up. Let him know. Got your back. Okay? Mexicans. We like to get rowdy, not gonna lie. We do. So I have to let him know that shit goes down. I got you, homie. Okay? Makes you feel like a medieval lord. Okay? I know you guys don't know fucking history, but you watch Game of Thrones, right? Same shit. Okay? So back in the day before like laws, come to a new fucking town, you meet the fucking lord. And if he didn't like you, he'd be like, fuck off. Like, fuck off. But if he really fucking liked you, then the Lord would give you his protection. And that let everybody else know that if you fuck with him, you're fucking with me, the Lord. Okay? So I do that shit with my Mexican brothers. It's gotten to the point that if I don't even know them, I'm gonna get involved. If I'm in a bar, there's a commotion in the corner. I go up to them, hey, what's happening? They're like, beating up some Mexican. I'm like, get the fuck out of the way! Chicken fucking problems off this whole time. Get up, mijo. You're alright. That shit happens to a white guy? I don't give a fuck. I don't get me wrong. If you're my friend, I've been your friend for like multiple days, like I've got your back. But like if you're just American, like, I don't care. Be the same situation at the same bar. It's commotion in the corner. What's going on? They're beating up that American kid you talked for like 5 minutes, a couple hours ago. That fucking sucks. Back to my beer. Now, when I started writing jokes, I realized that the jokes generally come to you at the most inconvenient times, okay? AKA when you're drunk. Or high. And when I first started doing it, I would come up with this joke in my head, this idea for a joke, and because I didn't want to stop drinking or striking out with the ladies, I would write myself a very, very short note that, in my mind, I thought the next day would bring back everything from the joke that I had written out. It's never been the fucking case. So I'd like to read out, some notes that drunk Evan left us. The first one,
something about
forward.
big file.
Sexy hybrid phone service. I don't know where I was going with the joke, but I'm interested. Number 2. Let's see. I still kiss like it's the 80s. What the fuck? I didn't realize they kissed differently in the 80s. Especially Especially because I wasn't around kissing people in the 80s. And I fucking wrote it. Alright. Third one. Okay. My female roommate says, quote unquote, "You've read my message. Now get to talking, motherfucker." Shout out to Steph. Let's see what we got next. The next one. The next one sounds like it was going to be a good one. Okay? And it was the stages of Tinder. I don't know where I was going with it, but it was probably going to be weird. What do we got? You can drink more when you travel. That's just a statement of fact. I don't know. Soccer started as a drinking game. That one was probably bad. That was probably shit too. Let's see, what else? The last one. I like dragoons because all I need is 5 or 6 euros, and they do me dirty in all the right ways. Again, I don't know where the joke was with that. That's just
It's a beer that's
statement of fact.
It's 10%.
It's the dark beer with the lollipop. Yes. I don't know what
We'll get to the end, guys. Don't worry. All right, so like I said, I'm from America, and it's a really weird thing that happens in America because you get a lot of people that vote against their own interests. Okay? There's a lot of people in America that vote against their interests, and I'm sure there's a lot of people in this room that don't agree with what they would call as entitlement programs. Okay? Welfare, socialized medicine, unemployment, things like that. And for the most part, I believe that these truly are good people. I think in their hearts they're good people. I've talked to a lot of them, and they'll tell me something like, "Evan, it's not that we don't want to help people that need help, like good, honest, hardworking people that need help, single moms, stuff like that. They want to help them, okay? And they'll tell me, we just don't know about where we want our tax dollars to go to." And with that, you're 100% right. It is absolutely your tax dollars, okay? Because in America, it's sure as shit not the wealthy or the billion and trillion dollar corporations that are paying taxes, okay? And I don't know why people vote against their own interests. It doesn't make sense to me. With the Trump's new tax law that was passed last year, 2017, Amazon, which posted $6 billion in profits, that's AKA extra fucking money that you paid everyone. That's your profit. They paid zero amount of federal taxes. Let me say that again. Amazon paid zero fucking federal taxes last year. Yes, wait. Because of the new fucking tax bill by Trump. Okay, and the thing is, the funniest thing, it's not funny, it's sad, which most comedy is. And that's that it's the people that voted these people in that are being hurt the most. Okay? And again, these people are good people. You know that in their heart they want to help their fellow man. But they vote for people that do these things because, I don't know why they do. I'm assuming there's more masochists out there than we realize. Okay? But, and it's a crazy thing, because in America, corporations have the same rights as a fucking citizen. That is what the right-wing judges have declared to say. Is that fucking corporations get the same benefits and protections as an actual person. And if they get those same kind of protections, then what I'm saying is that they should get the same punishment. So, if somebody dies on the work site because of negligence or lack of safety, the CEO and the board of directors should have to go and be held accountable for manslaughter. Not murder, unless they were specifically trying to kill that one fucking prick, which is really weird. But you know, manslaughter. If you get the riches, you should get the bad part. And again, I've talked to a lot of people that vote contrary to their own interests. And the one thing they always say is, Evan, we don't want our tax dollars. And again, I fucking understand, because it is the fucking poor and the middle class tax dollars that are paying the tax bill in America. I believe me, you have the moral right to say anything. You're right. But they say we're worried not about people that need the help, but the lazy cunts that are going to take advantage of the system. And what my response is to that is, who fucking cares? Okay? There's lazy cunts that take advantage of every fucking system in the world. Okay? It's not just government, it's just not handouts, it's every fucking thing.
I am too.
Okay?
What the fuck? I want to
Let me ask you all a question. How many of you have, knowingly or unknowingly, taken a pen from work?
a pen.
How many of you have taken a ketchup package from your local burger place, your local Red Garden? How many have taken a sugar packet from the coffee shop? Okay? How many of you have ridden a bus, city bus, without paying? How many of you ridden a metro without paying? How many of you have taken something that wasn't meant for you and you didn't deserve? Okay? If you can say yes to that or anything like that, please raise your hand. Okay, thank you. For all of you that do raise your hand, you're a bunch of fucking lying cunts. Okay? We've all done it. And that's the point. We all have a little lazy cunt in us, okay? So let's stop trying to tear down these safety nets for the people that need them for the wrong reasons. And let's start building them up and fucking funding them correctly for the people that do need them. Because like I said, if you're afraid of lazy cunts taking advantage of little things, jump off a fucking cliff. Because there's always going to be a small percentage of lazy cunts that take advantage of systems. We all raised our hands in here, okay? We all have a little lazy cunt inside of us. Thank you guys very much. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Darwin, Sarah J. Petruccio. Hope you guys have a great night. I really appreciate it. Drinks are not on me.